Hey guys, my name is Lindsay Cummings. I'm the author of the Murder Complex series, the Balance Keepers trilogy, and most recently Zenith, the Andromeda saga with Sasha Alsberg, and it just hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. And I'm just like, what? But today we're going to do a June wrap-up and July TBR video. I'm a couple days late for this because with all the crazy Zenith excitement that happened, I totally forgot to record a video. I did buy this awesome Star Wars shirt, so that's pretty exciting. All right, let's get started. I actually read several books in June. The books just fell over. The next one I read was actually a book that I'm reading to give a quote for, and that is The Alchemists of Loom by Elise Kova. Elise is the author of the Air Awakens series, and it's kind of like the vein of Throne of Glass, but Alchemists of Loom is like a steampunk, fantasy, absolutely crazy in a good way type of book. This does not come out for a while, but the cover reveal is soon, and it's awesome. In The Alchemists of Loom, there is this girl named Ariana, and she's also known as the White Wraith. The White Wraith goes around Loom, this land that's like split in two, like above the clouds is a land where the dragons live, and dragons aren't like actual dragons, they're like people dragons with like technicolor skin and magic, and it's really, really awesome. And it's like a cutthroat society. And on Loom, it's like really oppressed and very steampunk. There's like all these different sections of Loom, and it's really cool. And Ariana basically runs into a dragon named Savara, and they go on this crazy mission together. Soon we find out that their lives are gonna become a lot more entangled than they want them to be because they hate each other, but they like have this great banter, and he has like rainbow skin, which is like so cool. Alchemist of Loom is awesome. I gave it a really killer quote. So check that one out, pre-order it now because I promise you guys are gonna like it. The next one I read was The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Audier. Absolutely beautiful. I talked about this in my last video, but it's basically a retelling of Arabian Nights. This is the second one in the series. I think it's just a duology. Renee, we're gonna need to like talk about this. I'm gonna need you to pop out something else in this series. The next one I read was And I Darken by Kirsten White. I also talked about this in my Hot Summer Reads video. It's really awesome. It's about this girl who's like a princess who's really brutal, and she just is like this murdering, crazy person. It's based on the story of Vlad the Impaler, which is actually like a real historical dude who like was an impaler. So he impaled people. Now it is time for the books that I'm going to read in July. We'll start with one that I am already halfway through, and that is Replica by Lauren Oliver. If you have not checked out my video that I did a few weeks ago with my friend Rebecca, we talk about Lauren Oliver actually thinks that she's a clown. You might want to go check out that video. Lauren's a friend of mine, and she's always doing like really crazy, interesting things to keep herself like relevant in the book world, and I really think that's genius. She's coming up with different story ideas all the time. She writes like in every genre. She's very prolific. Like she doesn't just stick to one thing. She has millions of ideas, and she's an incredibly hard worker. She's not really a clown. Replica, I can't really tell you what it's about because I'm only on part 1 of the story. Basically, you can read this in 3 different ways. You can read Gemma's story, or you can flip it over and upside down and read Lyra's story, which is really cool. Or you can like alternate chapters, reading like just flipping the book. It's crazy, like, and then just pass out because you get so dizzy. 2 stories, 1 book, 1 awesome author. I also plan to read Blood for Blood. My friend Ryan Groden, the author, sent this to me, and Ryan is such a talented author. This is book 2, the sequel to Wolf by Wolf, and it's a really awesome, like twisted historical. This girl named Yael was in a death camp during Nazi Germany, and they started experimenting on her, and she got to the point where she could skin shift. She could change her appearance at will, which has a very X-Men quality to it that I absolutely love, and she takes over the look of some other chick. She uses that ability to join this motorcycle race across Germany, and her mission at the end is to win so she can dance with Hitler and assassinate him. It's amazing. Wolf by Wolf like blew me away. I read it on the beach last year, and I'm going to the beach again this year, and I'm going to read Wolf by Wolf. No, I'm not. I'm gonna read Blood for Blood because that's what this book is called. The next one I'm going to read is Shadowrun. It's a cute little note from the author. Shadowrun by Adrian Strickland and Michael Miller. This is a co-written sci-fi. Yay, co-written sci-fis! Woohoo! This comes out in March of next year. It is Firefly meets Dune in this romantic race for the star's most precious resource. It looks like it is written in split point of view between a character named Nev, who is a cargo hauler on a starship, and Cole, a female captain, who is the youngest person ever on this planet to have her own ship. She is the captain. Female captains for the win. Yay Andy, yay Cole. What they don't know on their ship, on Cole's ship, is that Nev is actually a prince in hiding. And a bunch of crap goes down, and Shadowrun looks like it's gonna be amazing and fast-paced, and I am itching to start reading it. I cannot wait. Thank you, Adrian, for sending this to me. Oh my gosh. Or is it Adrienne? I don't know, I've never met you in person. The cover is so cool. It's like the ship, guys. Like, this is a gorgeous cover. What? Keeping with the vein of sci-fi, the next one I'm going to read is Gemina by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This is the sequel to Illuminae, which like blew my face off. Illuminae was like this crazy book. It's told in like emails and like weird, like the pages change and there's pictures. Look at that, it's nuts, it's genius. These two like did something incredible by writing this, and I literally stayed up for like a straight 24 hours to read Illuminae, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be doing the same thing with Gemina. I don't even care. I don't even care what it's called. I mean, what? Oh, a book written like this? I can't even like, what is the, how? Yes. The last one that I want to read is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is Victoria Schwab, who is also a friend of mine and is the most fantastic writer ever. She wrote Vicious, which I also read last month. Totally forgot about that. I listened to it on audiobook, and that was also under V.E. Schwab. A Darker Shade of Magic is fantasy, and I believe it's gonna be a trilogy, but there are like lots of different versions of London in this book. Like there's like gray London, red London, black London, which no one talks about anymore. And I don't know why, but I want to know why, so I have to read this. Victoria recently hit the New York Times bestseller list, and she absolutely deserves like every bit of success that she will ever get. She's such a talented writer. I first read her first book, The Near Witch, which you should get on ebook because it is so incredible. I just can't even like this. She's prolific, she's so talented, she's lovely. Check out all of her books because I promise you're gonna like them. I haven't even read this one yet, but I already know I'm gonna like it because I like everything else that Victoria/VE has ever done. That is it for me, you guys. What did you read in June? What are you gonna read in July? Just a quick note, if you have not read Zenith by me and Sasha Alsberg, you can get it for $1.99 on ebook, and we're doing a contest right now where you can win a really awesome Zenith t-shirt if you leave a review on any of the sites that you can buy the book on, like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, iBooks. Leave a review. It doesn't have to be good, but if you liked it, then why would you write a bad review? I don't understand you. Next up for me is I'm gonna be in Vegas at LeviosaCon with a bunch of other authors. People are like, wow, Lindsay, you're gonna go to Vegas and like party hard because it's Vegas. And I'm like, no, I'm going to a Harry Potter conference, okay? And I'm gonna stay in the hotel the whole time in my Slytherin robe, and I'm gonna love it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Remember, I love you, God loves you. Do not forget to love yourself.